Okay, you are watching Trenny and C beer reviews, and admittedly,
Yeah.
we've had a few beverages. And you know what? I think with Trenny and C beer reviews, often when we film these, we've had a few beverages.
I think we've had 8 whiskeys and three beer tonight.
At least.
Does that
That
count?
we filmed.
Does that count?
So we have 2 channels. We have regular old Trenny and C, which is where you will find us doing whiskey reviews. We've been doing it for a few years there. We have several thousand subscribers, believe it or not. I mean, it's shocking.
Several sounds like 7.
Yeah, but it's more like a few.
Like
3.
Several.
And here on our beer review channel, well, God knows, we have no idea how many subscribers we have because we haven't even technically released these videos yet at the time that we're filming them.
But we hope that you do subscribe.
Yeah, please.
And you check out our whiskey review channel.
Yeah, sure.
But also, if you're interested in beer, which a lot of people are, let's get into some of these beers. There's so many on the market right now.
Well.
Like, I mean, just in our province where we live, the amount of craft breweries around is just we couldn't
insane.
even cover British Columbia. You know,
no,
really.
like because each craft brewery has 10 beers, and then
yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
if we do one a week, I mean, it'd be a year for us to, and then they'd have new ones.
It's impossible, but we do like requests. If you have one you want us to try that people should be aware of, we will definitely do that.
Yeah,
but
or
for
something new that you're expecting or anticipating, and you want us to get into it. Yeah.
So for now, though, we have Tennent's 1885 lager.
One thing that's interesting about Tennents is that when we did our McEwen's Scotch Ale, when I was reading Wikipedia, it had said along the lines Tennents was one of the beers that had surpassed McEwen's in popularity. So
I have to bring attention to something about this beer.
Is it the yellow can?
No.
Oh.
It says 1885 lager, but it also says noble pilsner with fruity and hoppy touches. So,
yes,
it's a lager and a pilsner all at once. So lager really is actually the German word for aging. It stays. It gets processed a little bit longer.
Okay.
So maybe that's where they're going with that, even though it's the main word on the can. It says lager right here, but down below it's noble pilsner with fruity and hoppy touches.
And we should make note that we've done zero research.
Oh yeah.
We haven't looked this up. We don't know about the brewery. We don't know anything about the beer. We're really just gonna taste it and then tell you, do we recommend that you buy none, that you buy one, or that you buy a ton?
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
it's a simple scale.
The majority of these beer reviews that we do are kind of first impressions.
Yes.
So I think it's a good indication for you guys to, once you discover whose palate you're more, aligning yourselves with, is a good channel for that because it's all first impression.
Yeah,
Here we go.
We're all about that. Oh, good crack sound. Good can. And that's just the thing. You're probably not going to get a lot of research information, history of the brewery here. It's really just, is the beer good? Because really, I don't really care about the brewery until I find out whether the beer is good.
This is very true, yeah.
You can rough mine up a little bit there if it... Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
It looks very lagery, pilsnery.
Yeah, so let's get right to it. Here we go. Okay, so...
Uh-oh.
Right
It sounds
away,
like you want to get right into this.
I do want to get right into it, and I think most people out there watching want us to get right into it. This one, right away...
Yes.
It's got a good effervescence level, like there's lots of carbonation. But it's it does have that lager vibe where there's not... I hate to say it, but there's not... A lot of lagers out there don't have a lot of
character.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on. And some lagers, when they're done right and have that kind of bready, yeasty thing going on, they're delicious.
Okay.
Because they're savory and sweet. But this kind of has that metallic...
It's definitely metallic.
Metallic, like it tastes like it's been in that can for way too long.
So it said, taste along with me. It said fruity and hoppy touches. Are you getting fruity and hoppy?
I mean, maybe fruity, but there's the hop level in this is... Again, this is coming from a standpoint of craft beer being quite popular. You know, there's a lot of craft breweries out there.
We primarily, like, in our day-to-day lives, we do drink craft beer primarily.
And so now, giving, credit to people that are sick and tired of the amount of hops that are being used in craft beer, because hops are kind of like that thing that masks the flavor of bad beer, really. Right, okay. Like, you can make a beer that's not amazing, but you add your hops to it, and then people will just like it because it has that thing that's...
It's the buzz in
right
beer
now.
right now.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
the buzz.
So, I mean, this isn't really all that bad, necessarily.
It's not really hoppy, though.
But it's like exactly. What they're promoting on the can, fruity and hoppy, no, it kind of just tastes like a regular
every other
style lager. Yeah.
But let's flip that around. It's not offensive.
Right.
It's very drinkable.
Absolutely.
And is it not in some way pleasant?
You're not wrong. Like, I think this is it's hard because we live in a place where we have such variety and option.
I think almost everywhere does at this point, though.
That's true. But you have to appreciate the kind of the origins of where these beers came from. A lot of the massive corporations like Budweiser or Miller or whatever, Molson, they put out a huge mass produced product, which you have to give props to them because it stays consistent forever, and it's been consistent forever.
But are their sales primarily name-based and marketing-based?
Yes.
Whereas now there's so many better options that the consumer is perhaps not aware of.
100%.
And we're maybe getting deeper beyond our review today. I think our review revolves around Tennents, and the question is, do you buy none? Do you buy one? Or do you buy a ton? Should I start?
Go ahead.
When it comes to Tennent's 1885 lager, I'm going to say buy none, and I'll tell you why. I say buy none because it's pretty much like any other generic lager. It's not exciting. It's pretty much run-of-the-mill, and you could get the same impact from a Budweiser, from a Miller, from a Coors, from a Molson.
Okay, so I am going to say that it is actually a buy one. And the reason I say that is because exactly what you just said. You're going to get... No, but really.
So you've used my exact points.
No, but you're going to... Like,
else.
those are all American beers, or one or two Canadians in there. And they are the same, you're right. But this being from Scotland and it being like, a little bit of a different style, I think you should try it. You're not probably going to go out and buy like a bunch of flats of these.
Yes.
However, it's a good idea to compare and contrast. You're so used to the Budweiser and Molson and Coors and all these things.
But by that reasoning, you would never say buy none, to anything. Because you'd always want to compare and contrast. To me, this is boring old shit. Same old crap that you can get anywhere. Forget about it.
But I don't find it disgusting.
It's not disgusting.
Like, I've had moments where I'm
It's
like,
boring.
this is fucking gross. I'm not drinking this.
I've had enough drinks tonight to tell you. That's boring. I'm bored. Let's move on to something else.
And cheers to that.
Thanks for watching Beer Reviews with Trenny and C.
Subscribe, like, comment. We will get back to you.